Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch along of Chelsea versus Shitty Up Your Ass Malmo, who will not gain anything from this game. Come on, Chelsea. Yeah, but I'm just saying that because I can. But we'll try our best, we'll try as much as we can. Let's see the supporters and see how many have actually travelled from England today to back the boys home with 3 points. So it's the top of Sweden versus the top of England. Wait, so it's a top league battle.
As the Champions League, where they are pointless and goalless at the moment at the bottom of the group, though they did give Juventus some early problems when the Italians came here.
Come on, Charles. Come on, boys. Sponsored by Travago. We're sponsored by Travago. Yeah, Chelsea's their jackets that they're wearing is actually under the badge. It says Travago. Yeah. The votes will be going on until kick-off, so it gives you enough time to vote. And Chelsea have actually sold out. Our tickets, we've actually sold out the away end in Malmo. Well done. We sell our home and away even if we're playing good or not. Better than Chile. I have no idea how many that I will find out, but I'll do the teams while I'm here. Team for Chelsea that doesn't want to feature. Chelsea is Mendy, Christensen, Silva, Rudiger, Aspilicueta, Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho, Alonso, Ziyech, Havertz, Hudson, Hadoy on the bench, Kepa, Bertinelli, Chile, James, Chalobah, Sarr, Barkley, Salou, Pulisic, and a one for the future, Harvey Vale of our academy is on the bench. And then the Malmo team is there in front of you. I will not name that team. There it is. That's the team on the bench and starting lineup for Chelsea. For Chelsea versus Malmo. There you go. The only one I'm going to laugh at is number 20 on that list, because his name is innocent and he's not going to be that innocent. So there you go. Captain for them. They don't actually put on those. Their captain.
Alongside me, offering his.
They don't put who their captains. We just have to look out who's got the armband. We'll just have to look at the number. What I'll do is I'll look at the number, and I can go back to the lineup and find it. Come on, Chelsea!
Chelsea to have a really good head on. Mentally, they've got to be right for this. The only thing that could cause an upset is complacency. But
it's got some atmosphere, that has.
I don't think it's so strong. You expect them to win tonight.
There's a little confusion, but the Chelsea players, or most of them, not Marcos Alonso, he's made his reasons clear about that, taking the knee pre-kick-off. Chelsea have won 5 of the last 6 games, even without Romelu Lukaku and Timo Werner for the recent ones. Kai Havertz has got 2 goals in 4 matches, playing as an out-and-out striker, really.
There we go, Chelsea versus Malmo on the way. And also at the same time, we got to pray that Zenit St. Petersburg get a result against Juventus.
Is the capacity for European games. Malmo ask a few more questions of Chelsea than they did.
So I'll find out. Hello Riley, how are you doing? Good evening to you too. Hopefully Chelsea get 3 points today and bring on from the magnificent performance at Newcastle, bringing it into this one. But unfortunately, our goal scorers are not playing. They're on the bench. Oh, I think he's on. One of them's on the bench. Who scored twice, Reece James, and that surprised me.
Hudson is getting a run in the team with Lukaku and Werner not available.
I'll tell you guys in a minute who the captain is for Malmo. Because unfortunately, their lineups they didn't state who is captain when we do. So just have to keep an eye out. Come on, Chelsea. Go on, Havertz. Unlucky Havertz. Yondell Thomason, the guy who used to play for Charlton Athletic in the Premier League. Wow. I've learned something new every day. If anybody on here has not heard of that player, look him up, and it will say on his CV, Charlton Athletic, Premier League. He was in a good Charlton Athletic side with Dennis Ramadel. And I think if I'm correct, Yondell Thomason also played for AC Milan.
International midfield player for Peru. Wanted a lot of touches of the ball, didn't he, at Stamford Bridge? Got out a few times.
I'm still trying to figure out who their Malmo's captain is. 3 votes, 0% for a draw, 0% for a Malmo win, and 100% for a Chelsea win. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, but you only voted on one of them. 2 people also voted. Yeah, but it's 3 people voted.
Their only other home game here in this atmosphere in the group. For the first 20 minutes against Juventus, they gave the Italians plenty of problems.
I'm still trying to keep an eye out who their captain is.
Triple whammy. Last stop in the end.
You would think, Ian, that Chelsea would have had a real good look at that video and said, look, we just nullify them for 10, 15...
So guys, put your question in the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me.
Because, as you say, it's a full house, a good atmosphere. And I think Chelsea are professional.
Go on, Rudiger. That's a ball. Oh, Rudiger. Go on. Go on, Aspie. Havertz. Penalty. Penalty. Ref, that's a pen. Fuck off. That's a pen. Havertz was going for the shot, and that's a pen.
Havertz is looking straight at the referee, saying, look, he's brought me down here, he's made contact, but quite a great interception, plays a neat little ball in, lovely little turn there. He's going to shoot, isn't he? He's going to shoot, Havertz, and Dozic just gets there first, gets a touch of the ball and catches him, but for me, no penalty. Good decision.
Oh.
Check is over as well on that. It will be no penalty. As I was explaining, these decisions being taken fair way away in Switzerland.
Yeah, I'm on video call, just let you guys know with one of the mods, with one of my mods.
Scorer. He came on though and scored twice to turn a threatened defeat into a win for Malmo. A vital one it was too. Rinks is in the team today. He missed the Stamford Bridge game for family reasons. The left wing back Martin Olsen played, so Rinks is back in here.
It's very, very difficult for Cholak at the moment. The way they've set up, they've got him up front there.
So guys, put your question in the chat. I'll be down to any question you guys put in front of me. And make them within reason and entertaining questions. Don't be downright boring. Don't be boring.
It's going to be a tough night for them. They've got to get support to him.
Come on, Chelsea.
Here's how they play on that far side. Chelsea have only let in 7 goals in 16 matches this season.
Wow. So we played 16 games this season, only let in 7 goals, and 3 of them are in the league.
Rudiger slips. Recovered though, didn't he?
That's a foul! Well, the ref! I'm still waiting to find out who their captain is.
see with this young lad Nanasi. He's the one with all the blonde hair up front, whether he can make a bit of an impression. The fans here love him. He's a bit of a box of tricks. You were watching him in the warm-up then, weren't you?
Well, in the warm-up, he was
Checking quickly who their captain is.
At the moment, you know, he's finding it really, really hard to get onto the ball. He's got to find some space. He's got to try and make some angles. He's running everywhere to get a touch of the ball.
Ah,
his first touch.
here we go.
Yeah, first time he's got involved.
No.
Only 19. Thought, well, I've got to try something a little bit different. Because it didn't cause Chelsea too many hiccups at the bridge.
Ah, who's their club captain? Who's their recent club captain? Andreas Christiansen. There we go. Not to get mistaken with the criticism that plays for us. And then if you guys want to know, if you guys might have heard it, I think he ended up playing for West Brom at some point in his career, called Marcus Rosenberg. Because he had a string of playing in the Premier League for West Brom.
It's a tough team to get into, isn't it?
Well, it certainly is. I think it's a really big night for Loftus-Cheek. I think he's slowly playing his way into the team, you know, and this is a real big night. He's playing in that deeper role.
That's an joy. Reek's got it away. Of course, that back three of Malmo's will be a back five a lot of the time.
So,
it does allow them to push
come on, Chelsea, get your head in the game.
You know, if you're in a four, sometimes you have to get covering round as a fullback and you get caught out. You can't get out to them.
1 minute are you on?
Match them up and go man for man.
Fans providing a great atmosphere here for Malmo.
Oh, I'm just gone past 7:30.
European Cup final against Nottingham Forest in Munich.
Come on.
By the famous diving header from Trevor Francis. It's Loftus-Cheek, Havertz. Nice football.
Go on.
Chelsea.
That's the
die.
die.
This time.
That's the die. That's the die. Oi, 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 oi. Come on, guys, if you can get some more people, put some conversation in the chat, I'll probably answer your questions. Chelsea 0, Malmo 0 in the Champions League.
Chelsea went through all last season not losing away in the Champions League on their way to winning it, because they've already lost once on the road this time. Thiago Silva.
Come on, boys.
It's Hudson-Odoi. Lucas Alonso has fallen behind Ben Chilwell in that left wing back spot in the Premier League just at the moment. Chilwell is on the bench here.
Come on, Chelsea.
Lucky.
That's interesting here now that Alonso reacts to that. He started the season really well, Alonso, and it was Chilwell that was sitting on the bench watching him play well every week. Now Chilwell's come in and done the business. It's up to Alonso to respond.
Go on, Alonso!
Works to keep
Oh!
it in. Got his foot around it, pulled it back. The defending good enough from Malmo. You get the impression they'll have plenty of defending to do. They've done really well to get into the Champions League group stage. They had to come through 8 games of qualifying just to make it this far. Chelsea's resources are so much greater.
Come on.
Always got to guard against unscripted shots, though, in this competition, and respect everybody. We've seen that often enough before.
Oh, here comes Malmo.
Peña's got it now.
Malmo are on the ball.
Can he get his shot away here?
Blocked. Well done, Mendy. Malmo had Chelsea stretched for a minute there.
Just got caught with a really square pass. Good pressing though from Malmo, and they broke quickly. They're waiting for those little opportunities. They're not going to get that many, so maybe 2 or 3 in the game. Didn't capitalise on that one.
Lucky wants to drop this in behind the Chola, but looks offside. Had he touched him, then that flag would have gone up. And it was a good idea.
Yeah, it was just offside. I think the back three were all in communication and letting go there, but it was tight. And I'm looking straight at the referee's assistant, but obviously they don't put the flag up now. You're never quite sure.
Bit of a misunderstanding. Really got Alonso there.
There's the little break there. That's what they're looking to do. They win the ball, they break quickly. Suddenly there's three forward.
What?
And Arsenal just couldn't find the angle,
Yeah.
could he? Just couldn't get the angle to get the shot in. But that's what Chelsea got to watch.
Come on.
Ziyech.
Come on,
Here's Callum Hudson-Odoi. Alonso on the...
Oh, Alonso, you absolute fish.
Yeah, he shifted it well enough, didn't he? But he was just off balance. Couldn't really wrap his foot round it. It was an awful strike in the end.
Stan used to play for Terry Venables at Barcelona. Playing in the 1986 final. Attractive draw, didn't they, Malmo? Tough draw, but the local fans really looking forward to seeing Chelsea play here, and of course in the past Juventus as well. Christensen. Just been given a little rest in recent games. In fact, he hasn't played since the first game against Malmo. Alonso.
Go on. Go on, Havertz. Oh, shoot.
Nice work, this isn't it, from Chelsea. Alonso, lovely play, and then Aspilicueta. Goalkeeper made a bit of a meal of it.
Yeah, good play from Chelsea. Patient. Just trying to find a spare man. And Aspilicueta comes in from that right-hand side. There's a right wing back that is building up there. He's gone into that centre forward position, pulls off and gets a left foot shot to him. Darling really should have done better. Got to save that. Goes off for a corner. It's poor goalkeeper.
So we got 1,500 have travelled to watch Chelsea today. 1,500. We've took.
Close control from Chelsea, intricate, almost like precision.
No, but
surgery at times.
yeah, but the difference is within the Champions League there's rules. They have to give out certain number of tickets for when they're in Europe. They have to, for European matches, for example, when uefa generally encourage a minimum of 5% of ticket rules, you're looking at around 1,500 tickets for the travelling fans, which usually is around 5% of the attendance of what the ground will be for the game. So they put it at 5%. But usually their away end will usually hold just 600. But they always have to up it for European games. It's like Chelsea always have to do it for European games. We have to up the away section attendance. Go on, Chelsea!
Chelsea went away with nearly 1,000 of their fans in
Yeah,
here.
they've just said we've just brought nearly 1,000 with us.
Chelsea supporters, quite a lot, I'm told.
See, this is what shows us when Chelsea don't play at their best, and when we don't play our best, we still take that amount with us away. Even on a European night going to Sweden.
From Copenhagen across the Øresund Bridge.
Chelsea took 1,000 to when we went to play Juventus, and Chelsea weren't at there, and that was that one part of the season when we weren't at our best. So we had we just lost to City, and then we just played Juventus, and we still had 1,000 travel to that game, even though we didn't play well against Man City a couple of days beforehand. Go on! Yes! Oh! You should have just cut it back and do gold. I would have on FIFA just because this team can't be broken down. This Malmo team basically plays like a fucking silver team overpowered on FIFA.
Close enough to smother the ball, and it's really good goalkeeping there.
Oh, I'm just waiting because it's just showing replay at the moment. Oh, I'm on nearly 1550.
Let's have 4 caps for Sweden, Darlene.
Yeah.
Here comes the Chelsea corner.
Go on, corner. Header! Header! Oh, Christensen! Header! Shoot!
Something on that.
Off the cheek! Alonso!
Dance his way.
Jorginho! Put in the box! Yes! Yes! Oh! Yeah, he scored as well. Do you mean Felix Brick? Felix Brick. He's basically up there as in the style of Pierluigi Collina. He's that highly regarded in refereeing. He's up there with Pierluigi Collina. But do you not know that Felix Brick, when it comes to Champions League, does a lot of Chelsea games? He always gets put on Chelsea games a lot, does Felix Brick. That's why I like him as a referee, because he referees our games a lot. Go on, Chelsea! At the same time, I will try and keep you guys intact with the scores as well as we are going along. Here we go. It's no 8. Let me have a look, and then we can go on with the scores. Because we're 50 minutes in. Oh yeah, it's gonna be no. Oh, there's a goal. Wolfsburg are beating Salzburg 1-0. And the goal scorer is, if we can hurry up, it doesn't want to say. Oh, it's Ridal Baku.
Continues the complaint to the referee.
Baku. Ridal Baku 1-0 Wolfsburg. We are 0-0 against Malmo and Steven. That's it. The only two early Champions League games are basically us and Malmo and Wolfsburg and Salzburg. Another corner to Chelsea. And full. I think this played early on today, but I'll put the score in to let you guys know. It finished Seattle Sounders 1, LA Galaxy 1.
Massive chance, but be patient. They've got set plays. There's a lot of danger from set plays. This Chelsea team on Brick's side.
Malmo defending very, very deep.
Go on! Oh, you absolute numpties! Guys, put questions in the chat. We'll get a conversation going. Hudson-Odoi! Loftus-Cheek! Loftus-Cheek! Oh, keep it down! And stop with your finessing shite. Because you're doing it too high. If you're not that confident at hitting it on target, don't do that type of shot. Or just put it in the box.
You're looking at this game, you're thinking, well, there's another time Chelsea are going to score. But as Malmo said, it showed earlier that they didn't do that midfield.
Do not turn it to another Napoli Salernitana game where I get blooming stressed. Oh no, oh no, Malmo were nearly through.
Just 1 or 2 cameos, no more than that from Malmo.
Every time Cholak's gone to go forward, 3 of Chelsea have just held their ground. They're looking to play him offside, but obviously you've got to get that absolutely right every single time. If not, you pay the price.
Come on.
Keeper of the season last year. He's got clean sheets in his last 4 games currently.
Come on, Chelsea, do something.
Chelsea haven't conceded this season.
Go on!
Look at his
Ziyech!
score here.
Yes!
Ziyech played
No!
vital work made.
Ziyech! Oh!
And then
Oh!
Ziyech again with
Ziyech!
piece of play. Look at a lovely goal. Thank you, come on.
What?
Yeah, it's really good movement from Ziyech here. He goes short and he goes in behind. So wonderful ball from Christensen.
What do you mean?
Tries to find Havertz, comes back to him. Clever little bit of skill there. Look, as you rightly say, and it's a top corner. What a goal that would have been.
A little bit for the show reel. Ziyech, he hasn't scored since the Super Cup game against Villarreal back in August.
Come on, Chelsea, actually do something, please.
It looks as if he wants to play the ball to feet all the time, but that time he made terrific movement in behind.
No. At least I can get a hat trick on there.
Not yet. No, he's a talented player though, isn't he? That can all turn around if he get a couple of goals on.
And so did I.
That's Hudson-Odoi.
Why are we talking about shitty house Liverpool? Chelsea playing.
A chance to show what he can do in Chelsea shirt.
Come on, Chelsea.
Also being pushed inside his nominal left wing back position just for the moment.
Basically, the shitty house Spurs. Nice. Chelsea players will be on that. Luke Shaw not on.
Off his cheek.
Benji will on. Because Luke Shaw, you are shite. Go on, Havertz.
Rudiger to Havertz.
Aspie. Ziyech. Aspie. Oh, you absolute shithouse.
Malmo are defending resiliently so far.
And they're getting plenty of bodies and they're having to. In that 6-yard box, there's a 3 and 4s across the 6-yard box defending for their line. Good patient play from Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on.
I like the way they've changed the way the wing backs come inside and the little.
Come on, Chelsea. About 23 minutes played. Chelsea 0, Malmo 0. Wait, it shouldn't be. We should be winning by now.
There's another Chelsea corner.
Yes. No.
Loftus-Cheek.
Why are you getting head onto it and just head it away from goal?
Does of course have great height, great threat in the air.
Why?
Another good delivery again comes in there. So many bodies, darling, look, can't come. The keeper can't come there.
Oh yeah, they wanted Antonio. Antonio Conte. So they decided that they're going to try and get.
Loftus-Cheek's last Chelsea goal was in Europa League semi-final against Frankfurt in 2019. Oh, taken out of it there. No
So you were about to say who they're thinking about getting? The guy could even last the whole season in the job for Arsenal.
That was how deep the contact was. Look at this.
Lovely little drop of the shoulder there. Look, his thigh, his knee just comes right across his cheek. And,
do Newcastle United need what have you been smoking? Have you been smoking something that made you think, oh, we're going to get a manager that didn't even last half a season at a Premier League club? It's not going to work. If they get Unai Emery in, they'll get relegated with Newcastle because he's not that good in the Premier League. He can't. Yes! Yes! No!
Got the block. Times this game seems to be played most of the time in the Malmo penalty area.
well, again, it's evident the same in the strawberry shirts in there. Even the shot gets blocked.
Come on, Jones!
They'll find some way of getting up the pitch and getting a little bit of possession.
Otherwise, is it just a matter of time? Nielsen again was there to give it to him, and Darcy trying to work something. He gets it again. That's a nice play from Malmo. Cholak, who at times is playing in another coastal district, is the lone striker. Here he is again. 21 goals this season. Brewson. Pena.
Oh, come on, Chelsea.
Put together over the 2 games that you and I have seen.
Yeah, it's good play from Chelsea as well. Off the ball there. As soon as that ball goes back 20 yards, they're up 10 yards. The whole 5 at the back. Really good, good defensive play from Chelsea.
Cholak, very muscular. And Marcus Alonso, referee tapping it up. Nanasi trying to turn in.
Nah, it's not a pen. Get up. Get up, you diving git. Get up.
Screech for a penalty.
It's the first time they've actually got in behind Chelsea. They found it very, very difficult to get anything in behind this back 5. But, what I saw, I don't think it was a penalty. It's been a good decision from the referee.
How is that a foul?
Joinga Berget is the player down here.
He's got eyes on the ball there and it gets across. Alonso catches him, but I don't think it's intentional. There's the little chance that the 20,000 Swedes were screaming for a penalty, but good decision from the referee. No contact.
Yeah, not enough in that, was there?
No.
But he's been quite bright, the teenager. And I see we spoke to a couple of the Swedish journalists before the game, and they were saying he's a good prospect.
Yeah, he's just getting on the ball now. I think he found it first 10-15 minutes really tough to get on the ball, but now they're just finding little chances into him.
Pena to playing down the channel. See what the idea was for Reeks, who made a run from the left.
Come on, boys.
Yeah, Aspilicueta was good there. He switched on, he showed his experience. Just had a little glance over his shoulder, saw the runner and went into the space early.
That's the Doy. To Jorginho, lovely ball.
Go on.
Just a cute little pass.
Go on. Go on. Havertz. Havertz. Kai. No. You German prick.
Yeah, great play from Loftus-Cheek. Burst forward, doesn't he?
How have you not scored that and you're one-on-one with the keeper? You.
There would have been some goal, coming as it did from a move that started deep in Chelsea's own half with a lovely ball from Jorginho. Rudiger, he wants one.
Oh, if Rudiger would have hit that on target and it went in, I would be, my shirt would be going off.
Great noise, isn't it, around the stadium?
Yeah, good atmosphere, really. Behind that goal, they haven't stopped. And about half an hour before they go into the ground, they've not stopped singing.
Usually there are about 4,500 fans standing at this ground. That's not allowed by UEFA and European matches, so converted back to seats for this one.
Yeah, and I think they took the seats in, but there's not one of them standing.
That's what yeah.
So he's sitting.
Yes!
Standing.
Go on! Alonso!
Marcus Alonso.
Come on, Charles!
Andreas Christensen onto Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Because the player that plays for him and his actual name's called Cristiano. I don't know if they got a player called Cristiano. I don't know if it's them that got it, but there is a team in the Champions League which has got a player that's called Cristiano, but I don't know if this is that team.
One-on-one with the keeper, tries to just dink him, and Darlene just stays big enough, doesn't he? Goes down quite early. There's a little look.
So let me have a look. I'll have a look to see what team it is, because I think I might know who it is.
Just tug back a little bit, put off balance, just there, done enough there. It's the keeper that's the hero. Between them, they give a high five and they're hanging on.
What?
Silva just wanted 100th cap last month for Brazil.
Yeah, but you know, Luke. Yeah, you know, Luke's just put one thing in and it's kicked it all off. That's how you see with me, because I just thought you can't just say something and not let him. Yeah, see that it.
4 titles on the line from Las Vegas, Saturday midnight.
Yeah, he put all right, Ollie, and he said give it a rest. But I won't defend my mate Luke. I will not defend him because he does it every time. I don't mind if he has an argument with someone, but just don't mention names and stuff because he just makes you look like a massive dick.
Chelsea to break Malmo down.
Well, their best chance is actually when it's come from Malmo actually attacking and having a lot of bodies forward, and they had the space to break Chelsea.
Go on! Oh! 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 For God's sake! You bunch of blue nutties! Chelsea is stressing me out, man.
Any shot that goes in, he's give a corner away.
I'm hoping that you put something on there to tell him to shut up.
But it's the 3rd time that it's come out of his arms.
If it was me, I'd be telling him, give it a rest, shut up. We're having enough. That's what I feel right now, but at least I got this too. I've got more important things now at the moment to do than worry over that.
Lovely little cameo from him.
That was lovely. That was brilliant. That's what he can do that. Excellent.
Come on, boys! You know if you don't want to see.
I'm not sure about that, but that was beautiful. That was the classiest bit of the game.
Yeah, but you know if you don't want to see the argument, you know you can just mute the chat, you know.
That sums him up at the moment. It's a little throw in.
But if it says on Facebook Messenger, you can't really find the chat again because you muted it.
To get in this Chelsea side. But that was sublime, that little bit of skill.
This really is a wall of noise. I think the Malmo players are responding to that as well. Wish I could do the translation for you.
Come on, Jones!
You're the music man. New record coming out, though, fans.
What? Nah. Did I do that correctly? He's having a new record coming out. He's going Oddle. If anybody, I will say this: if anybody wants to go and watch an actual footballer that can sing, that is a very cheesy song, type in Chris Waddle, Glenn Hoddle, Diamond Lights. That is the most cheesiest song ever. That song's cheesy. Because they even perform it and it looks like they're not singing it. It's that cheesy.
Chalak on his own against them 3 up front. It's very difficult to pick a channel and get ball and man in against those.
Come on, Chelsea.
Chelsea with Burnley coming up at the weekend.
Yeah, we have Burnley.
Move further clear at the top.
Go on, put it in the box. Yes! No! Yes! What's up? Shoot! Oh, at the goal! We're hitting the target, we're just not past the blooming keeper.
And a funny old mix from the keeper. Some big saves and, well, a couple of howlers really that he's got away with.
Come on, Chelsea! Keep the pressure going. Keep the pressure going.
Here's Thiago Silva.
He's onside.
Chipping in behind. They've got something on that one as well.
Oh, that's not a foul! Referee! Bollocks! He's with the ball! He's play acting! He looks like he's trying to Japanese sniper!
He just gets there and attack late, and it's a ball there that's probably 60-40 against him, but he still goes for it, which is right. He's well within his rights to do so, but he's a big frame as well.
But when you see the challenge, you understand he's going for the ball.
Didn't know what it is.
Oh, please. Please do not. Oh, it's freaking innocent. You're not that innocent, you prick. You're more than innocent. I'm innocent, you prick. Go and drink, innocent then, you're innocent. I don't think any of that make any sense.
Thompson clearly wanted something more. It's just a way of it, isn't it?
Oh, you dirty little rat! Dirty little fucking rat! Fuck off! No, you're missing out on this. ZH was through and he got clipped. He got clipped and the referee didn't give anything. Because it's Chelsea, you're not going to give out. But if it happened to Malmo, you would give something. You dirty little rat.
So we've seen Malmo attack more here than they did at Stamford Bridge.
Well, without a doubt, with this crowd behind them, why not? That's the best passage of play that they've had there.
Yeah! ZH was through, he got clipped and the referee can bugger all. Dirty little rats.
Almost record in Champions League group games.
Hello, True Line, how you doing?
And 11 defeats. 2 wins have come at home though against Olympiacos, the Greek team, and Shakhtar Donetsk.
Malmo are parking the bus, and I do think that was a foul on ZH. It clearly clipped him. No. Now I've seen it a bit more closer up, it then makes it. Loftus-Cheek is good, maybe. We have to wait and see. Wait and see. I think as soon as we score 1 goal, this team will start to play properly. So at the moment, we're playing. What are we doing? We're overcomplicating things.
Nielsen quickly on the scene to foil Havertz.
I think we will. This is going to be exactly the same as Newcastle. It might be we get to 0-0 at half time, play absolutely superb, but just can't score and break them down without because they got 11 men behind the ball, and then it takes us to the second half to say bring a sub on, and the game completely changes. Because that's what I think is going to happen.
Malmo did knock out Rangers on their way to making it to the group stage.
Because I think we made a little bit of a mistake not playing Reece James, because then it could have someone that sprints really up on the wings.
Broke the hearts of Steven Gerrard and company.
Yeah, serve Steven Gerrard right. We're also the reason why I didn't win the Premier League, because he slipped on the slippy grassy surface, which is Anfield shite. Yes, go, moment, Aspilicueta, look with your eyes, you absolute Spanish prick.
Having a blinder back there in the middle of that defence.
Do you want me to send some goggles over you? You might see further in. You might see further at them. Can you not tell the difference between dark blue and sky blue? A blue is that blue. It's like I'm watching paint. Yes. What's the door? Shoot! You prick! Alonso, in the box. Don't go backwards. At the
Christensen.
In the box. Yes. No.
Berget gets it away. Malmo, who are in pretty obdurate mood.
Ball in the box. Yes. No.
Berget with an important header to stop Alonso, who is waiting to pounce.
Well, it's desperate defending, but they're just...
Why were we going backwards to come forward, to go backwards to come forward? You get them doing my treeing.
He's got 2 to deal with.
Guys, put questions in the chat. I definitely need questions in the chat, because this is stressing me out to the end when I think I'm going to lose my voice at any stage. And also, whoever's in charge of this footage of this game, your 2 cameras are overlapping.
Yeah. She used to play this one and Alonso's attacking that one.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good camera angle. That's a corner! Referee! You biased German git!
Got to tell you in there, last 6 Champions League games, Malmo have lost by a combined score of 28-0, 8-0, 5-0, 4-0 3 times, 3-0 as well, and 5 red cards in that run as well. So this is a very spirited resistance they're putting up.
Whoever's in charge of the camera footage in this, for this game, he needs to be sacked from his job. Why does it look like we're looking at a technical 360 view, where literally you can see one in the pitch of the other on the camera? Finally we're back! And it took him about 2 minutes, BT fucking Sports.
They've been well good, they've been stubborn tonight, they really have, but you just get the feeling that Chelsea...
Have you got to that bit yet? There's a bit on it where literally the scores and the timer goes off, and literally they're mucking around with like cameras and everything, and you can see different camera views, and they're literally mucking around with it.
Level of belief growing.
And they were doing that for the last 2 minutes.
Let's not concede if we get to half time and...
Come on, score, you're stressing me out.
You know, even if we're not 1-0 up, that's the game plan, and it looks like 41 minutes gone. We've done that job well.
Yep, yet again, most of our team is wearing undershirt stuff, and then you got 2 players which are not, which are Marcos Alonso and Aspiguer, because they're hard. And I don't care about it being freezing cold.
They want to go through in advance, of course, for the knockout rounds. They will want to top the group in the end. They still got Juventus to play.
That's not a foul! Referee! I want to... Give me an innocent. Give me a bottle of stupid innocence. Go to his face, and I'll come and swat it at your face, you innocent git. I won't be backing you on FIFA anytime soon, innocence. Because you're not showing your innocence. You're not showing your innocence. You're falling over like you're a lying git. Next, he's basically gone. Yeah, he's basically like went down so easily, and that's what I hate with a lot of players, that they go down so easily.
Christian Pulisic available.
Oh, can we bring Pulisic on and he gets the winner? Oh, that would be amazing if he comes on and scores the winner. Oh, why are these Malmo gits being very dirty? They're playing like dirty rats. Because one of our players literally just passed the ball, and then one of their players decided to take him out afterwards. Put in the box. He kept it in. Oh, ref. It is Wolfsburg 1, Salzburg 1.
Leading the point 7:45 BT Sport 2 HD for that one. And then tomorrow Liverpool in their return against Atletico Madrid.
Goal scored for Salzburg by Maximilian Wober. Oh, Wober.
7:15 BT Sport 3 HD if you want to catch the City game. Here, still, surprisingly, last minute of the 45 of the first half.
Oh, get up! You play acting already, and it's only the first half.
Cholak here just gets a whack here, head injury. And it's sandwiched between Loftus Cheek and...
Yeah, he gets sandwiched in between them, but in not one of that... But not one time in that... When he's getting sandwiched between 2 Chelsea players, that he has been hit in the face. He was hit in the back. If you wanted to be in the sandwich, why you get 2 pieces of bread, get some mustard, some ketchup, and put yourself there? Oh my God, Malmo have nearly scored just wide of the post, and it was the guy who was putting that sandwich, pretending that it hit him in the face.
He was going to play it back and just keep the ball, but he played forward. a smashing ball, wasn't it, over the back of Silk?
He tried swazzing that.
He hasn't caught it well enough to get.
But it didn't bend. It didn't bend enough. Unlucky.
In many ways, but if he catches that correctly, I think he might have scored. But it just come off his shin. But Pena was the one.
My friend, my mate's saying is shin and tonic. Because he basically shinned it, even though he volleyed it. When it came off his shin, instead of proper connecting with it.
A little score of pressure at the other half is Pena again. Quick feed from Hudson-Odoi. Snarling defiance. The Swedish league leaders here, the team top of the Allsvenskan, as it's known locally.
Boo! We're shite!
And Chelsea being made to work for the 3 points.
We've been absolutely shite!
Darlene's pulled off a couple of big saves.
Half time, Malmo 0, Chelsea 0. There's not much to say because nothing really happened.
This could be an interesting second half to come. The half-time score.
We were absolutely absolutely dog shite.
Here's Malmo 0, Chelsea 0.
Newcastle. Yeah, because except the other difference is between the Newcastle game and this one, Malmo players are just constantly fouling our players all the time, so they can't even get anywhere near the goal. Yeah, because literally one of our players literally got taken out 2 seconds after the ball left. And the player just thought, I'm going to take you out, but the ball's already left and didn't get booked. Yeah, get 2 slices of bread, get your ketchup, mustard, and put yourself in that. Because that was annoying. It was annoying. No, cause the only thing that I hate is when people, or players in general, the first thing that they'll do is literally put their hand on their face, even though they've not been hit in the face. But other people can back me on that one, that sometimes when they do that, it is annoying. Because Rudiger, all he did was hit him on his back. And because he was near another player that was near his face, he then thought, I'm going to clinch my face. Which, the other player in front of him didn't even hit his face. I hate it when players do that, because it's like you're trying to get the player booked or something. You should never do that. It's like, Aspilicueta in that game, he got fouled like 2 or 3 times in that game. What did he do? Get straight back up and got on with it. Because that guy's experienced enough to know we got to get up because we should be winning this. I need to get up. Because what happens if you're lying down being injured or something, and then suddenly they might go on the attack and they could score, and then you'll be playing for trying to get a foul or something for play acting, and it costs us a goal. That's what I'm trying to think. That's why you should never try and do that on the pitch. Because what happens if it costs you? Because you can always be a man down if something happens. If you're not. That's why their pitch is quite small. Fine. Spell embarrassing.
Embarrassing. E-M-B-A-R-R-A-S-S-I-N-G.
There you go, guys. That's for you guys to vote on what you think of Joe's first half performance. I'm going to be back in about a few minutes. What happened? No. Yeah. Yeah, but you also got to think, the reason why they might be saying that is because they might have had so many orders, or they might be doing limited amount of orders because of COVID and stuff. Yeah. 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 Because it's just because of the world that we're all living in now, stuff's just going to take a lot longer than usual. Because it, and stuff like that. Because you also got to think that they might not be allowed to have. Yeah, and also they might not be allowed to search the amount of people in that, like, Domino's place at once. So you got to think that. So there might be like one person doing all these pizzas. So it just takes time. It's like in some takeaways where I see now, because there's one just out at the bottom of my main road on the corner. They only have about 2 people that do it now because of what's been going on. Because it's that small, but it's that popular. So like basically like one does all the ordering, and then as soon as he's done all the ordering, he goes and helps out. So it makes it double quicker to get everything done. So it'd be like someone orders like a pizza from there, because you can't order pizza from there. He'll do the pizzas and he'll do the other orders. So it's like they share out doing the orders. The reason I know it because it's very similar to my old takeaway in Chesterfield that I know, where they would have 2 people do it, sharing out doing every order, because it then makes it go twice as quick. Because I used to know someone who worked in who used to work in my old takeaway. Back in a minute. Oh, fudge. I'm back, folks, for the second half of Chelsea versus shitty up the arse Malmo.
Okay, thanks a lot, Jake. Yep, well, plenty entertaining enough. I thought that first half really was tremendous effort from Malmo, really, in terms of their resilience to make a game of this against the Chelsea team who kind of wiped them out at Stamford Bridge. Hakim Ziyech was among those who...
Come on, Chelsea!
Chelsea goal. They have had 17 different scorers this season. Chelsea, just about everybody in the squad has got themselves on the score sheet.
Yeah, because we're that good of a team. That's why we've got 17 different scorers in that squad.
I'll take just one here to break the
Yeah, we've got 17 different goal scorers in our squad this season.
Usually it comes, doesn't it? The goal when there's this amount of pressure.
Come on.
Yes, I'm saying yes because you know they've had so much possession, they've had efforts at goal, the keeper's spilling quite a lot of things. As I say, I think that in that dressing room at half time, any shot that goes in, you'll see a blue shirt going in there. You'll see a dark blue shirt, I should say, going in there and trying to look for the bits and bobs because it's...
There we go. Malmo, get us on the way for the second half. Come on, Chelsea, get a goal.
Keep shifting the ball and that opportunity will come.
Chelsea 2 wins out of 3 in the group.
Go on, Chelsea.
It's going to collect it down the line to Hudson-Odoi, who was just offside. Flag goes up straight away.
It just looks like Chelsea have come out slightly different here. Hudson-Odoi
Just slightly offside.
Just veers offside a tad there, doesn't he? He's put his flag up, but he's come out on the right-hand side, and Ziyech has gone in that little inside left position just behind Havertz. So that's a slight change. See whether he gets himself wider and gets in behind with those
Come on, boys.
crosses that he's good at.
Just struggling a little bit with a knock.
Oh, that's a foul. Well done, ref.
But looking as if he's going to run that off. The winner who celebrates his 21st birthday on Sunday.
I'm pretty sure Tuchel and his staff might have looked at that and they want to get in behind a little bit. So, you know, Ziyech on his left foot getting into the byline, Hudson-Odoi with his right foot getting to the byline. They didn't do that in the first half, playing left and right on the opposite side.
Come on, do something.
And they're a sort of swinger, if you like. So I think that's the ploy. See if they can get in behind the fullbacks of Malmo and put some crosses in.
Ahmed Odzic.
Get up! You've been doing this whole game and it's pissing me off.
Stays down injured.
You're worse than these players on feet. You're worse than the players on Rocket League that always chat shit every time.
Pass right, and Nurkic was able to cut it out. Here's Nanasi. Puts the ball out of play so that Rakib can get some treatment.
Oh, you're fine now because you had the ball and you decided I'm going to get up. Oh, when you had the ball, you didn't get up. Oh, what a prick.
The tackle that comes in there, Silva. Too quick, really reads it. But Loftus-Cheek, they just needed to finish off his excellent play with the correct ball.
What, Josh?
That's what he's just got to add to his game.
My dad said he was happy with the first half. He just said that we should have at least... He said we should have at least made the Malmo keeper work a bit more. It's what my dad said. My dad said Chelsea tried their best, doing too much, and we should have worked the Malmo keeper a bit more. Because if you look carefully, yeah, because if you looked very carefully when Chelsea were having their with their shots, the Malmo keeper kept spilling it. If you have noticed. No, that's what I'm saying. That's why at least you got me here, because I can give you up. That's not a foul. Well done. But one thing my dad said he didn't like about the first half was when the one player that got sandwiched, and then when it's a drop ball, the thing is the player's got to get the ball back to the other team. That's what a drop ball is. Malmo didn't give us the ball back, and they nearly officially scored from that, and it would have been a contentious goal if it happened, and that would have been. If that happened, then it means that Malmo would have theoretically might have had to give Chelsea a free goal because of rules. If you do something, oh, that's a foul! How can that player? How can he go and grab Rudiger by the neck and just drag him down? You're not Chiellini Bonucci. Yep. What an idiot! No, he literally did. He grabbed Ziyech's arm and literally just pulled him to the ground for no reason. And then he decided to do the same to Rudiger, but grab him nearly by the neck. But he only got away with it because the foul was for the first incident.
Amazing, really. 79 goals and 89 assists in the Eredivisie.
You know that Malmo's famous because it was the starting career of Roy Hodgson as a manager. Yeah. Malmo's first is what I've looked up. So I always look up teams that I don't know a lot about before I do all this. Malmo's first ever league title that he ever won came while Roy Hodgson was manager, and he won the league with them 5 times in a row. Yep, the guy with the big ass beard basically just ripped Andreas Christensen a new one. He just ripped Andreas Christensen a absolute new arse and sent him back in. He sent him back in. Yeah, he literally nutmegged him and then he just fell on his foot and fell on the floor. I don't know it. Because from what I've heard, that number 32 for Malmo has played in the Premier League. Apparently, from what commentators been saying, he's had Premier League experience. So I'm going to have a look at who he's played for. Number 32. He's Norwegian. Who have you played for? He played for Cardiff City in the Premier League. He played for Cardiff. And he's also played in Scotland for Celtic.
Sideways and backwards, it's a tough technique anyway, but when you're having to fall backwards and try and get over the top of it, almost impossible.
Who was his innocents actually played for in his career? Wilstrom and Malmo. So that's it. Wow. Oh, what was it? That player in the first half who Havertz intentionally, by accident, kicked him in the back of the leg. He's an ex-Nottingham Forest player. Come on, Chelsea! The Hendry is actually was a good player in his day.
Chelsea, surprisingly, really, if you saw the first game, finding Malmo a very tough nut to crack.
Come on, Chelsea, you're better than this, man.
Might be one of those games where if Chelsea get one, they go on to get 2 or 3. Often works that way.
He is spot on. That is true with Chelsea. If Chelsea score 1, then you do tend to score 3 or 4. Because that's what happened against Newcastle. We scored 1 and then ended up scoring another 2. He might have to bring subs on. He might have to bring subs on his Tuchel just to get the result he wants. Oh my God! Loftus-Cheek! Oh! Loftus-Cheek has basically took 2 players out of the game and managed to get a shot on target. Aspie! In the box! Header! No one's there! Why are you letting that? Better than my mate's beard git. Score. Oh, header it away.
This is a lovely little bit of skill again from Loftus-Cheek. He's played well tonight. Look, a lovely little Cruyff turn, puts two players out of play, hits the target.
No, but his beard is better a lot, and it looks a lot more clean and precise. Jesus! His is ginger than I ever seen. Yes! Oh! Oh, how have we not scored that? How? And how is that not a corner? That's on ball! That's on ball! It hit his hand! Ref!
Should have been a corner. There he is, just holding him off.
Ah, this referee is shite. This referee is shite.
It's onto the hand, onto it. It should have been
Yeah,
at least a corner, but
because the corner we've just had, it literally hit a Malmo player to go out for another Chelsea corner, but the referee gave it a Malmo goal kick.
Club the midfield player is the Nasi, who's done well enough, the teenager.
I'll give Malmo credit, they're giving us a game.
Starter in the Champions League.
No, like my dad said, like my dad said to me at halftime. He said the only reason that they are playing the way they are is because they've got the home fans. They got the home fans backing them. Yes, yes! Hakim! Hakim! Yes! That's it! Come on, let's go in, let's go Malmo! Come on, we finally did it! What a ball! What a ball! What a ball! What a ball! 1-0 Chelsea! Get in your beauty! And who's got the assist yet again? Callum Hudson-Odoi. Good finish that is.
Just as a glance there. That's the key, that little look up, and he's put it on an absolute.
What a goal.
And Ziyech coming in on his left foot, favoured left foot, strokes the ball into
it's a simple thing like you see me do on FIFA. I go near to the box I can, and before I enter the box, I cross it so it goes the entire face across it, and a player might attempt to try and get a touch on it, but he missed it. And then Ziyech was there to tap it in, basically. Hey, they're bringing on the next Norwich, West Brom, and Swansea player, Martin Olsen. He was actually a decent player in the Premier League. There we go. Chelsea, let's go for the throat now. Wow, sweet. Wow. Has Ziyech actually scored for us this season in the league? I don't think... I'm trying to make sure because I don't want to say what I'm about to say and be very accurately wrong. That's why I'm just trying to... That's why I'm just checking.
And the fact that Ziyech is looking to become the number 9. And that's what you want from those players that play in those little pockets. They become a number 9 when the number 9 is on the halfway line, which Havertz was. And a really good goal from Chelsea. Beautifully crafted.
So I'm just having a look now to see if he has.
Only a second goal of the season, that for
Hakim. Yeah, he said... Yeah, he's not scored for us in the league. He's not scored for us in... He's not scored in the league, but his last goal was in the Villarreal game. So now, competitively in League and Cup, that is now 18 goal scorers now have scored for Chelsea this season. We are now on 18. 18 different goal scorers now, because that's Hakim Ziyech. He's now added himself to the list.
For Chelsea and how Malmo will play it now.
Don't know if my cousin will be at the game tonight, but I probably hope they go and crucify them. Because they need to. They were diabolical on Saturday, and they're going to be without their main marksman, so it'll be unlucky for them.
One of several Chelsea players on the shortlist for the Ballon d'Or, which will be announced on November the 29th, I'm told. Here's another of them, Azpilicueta. For it, but the Premier League leaders are ahead. Alonso, Ziyech, little nudge, but the referee, in common with the referees really around the world.
Come on, Chelsea!
More go now. Get on with it.
Yeah, he's had a lot of decisions to make like that.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah.
Chelsea players that have been going down too easily for my liking, and he's been strong with his decisions. He's saying, no, get up and play on.
Overall, it's a welcome development.
Oh, hey.
Season where there was just too many free kicks given away for next to nothing.
So,
And the game was getting,
yeah.
I don't know, it was
Just texting my cousin to see if he was going to watch Wednesday tonight against Sunderland. Unfortunately, he's not going tonight.
Record number of penalties in the Premier League last season as well.
No, but that'll be the best chance for them to beat Sunderland, because they're about Aidan McGeady, who got himself sent off in a 5-1 thrashing.
Off Chelsea now with the goal.
Chelsea have had 17 attempts in this game, and we've had 9 on target.
It's Loftus-Cheek. Another Champions League goal of his own.
Yep, Mason Mount's watching the boys. Yep, but he's not there because he didn't travel.
Loftus-Cheek, Ziyech to head it down. He thought there was a dark blue shirt there. There wasn't.
Could he put out on his social medias that he's just got like a cold or something? Because he said he didn't do the manager said he didn't do training most of the week. So he thought you can't play someone if they've not done training most of the week, because there must be something wrong, and it turned out it was just an illness.
shifted and moved that ball so quickly, and Malmo can't get near them.
I thought the referee just played the advantage there.
Let's see.
Had the ball, but in the end he decided, no, I'm pulling it back for that.
It is now Wolfsburg 2, Salzburg 1.
Crowd is 19,551. Azpilicueta with a lovely.
Oh, nearly 2-0. Nearly 2-0 Chelsea.
Latch onto it.
That's gonna be a tough game tonight. Sheffield United are away to Nottingham Forest.
Just needed Azpilicueta to find him into his feet, really. He's trying to play the ball into space, and Loftus-Cheek was in a great position. But Chelsea
Checking what fixtures are in the leagues tonight. Rotherham, can you do a favour? Can you actually run the Charlton to the ground, please, and make them absolutely tired? It means I might have a chance that weekend. No, but you get what I mean. Do you know when another team might play midweek, but you don't? But you then know they get run down, that they get absolutely played out of the park, because it means they'll be tired because they've been run ragged by an opponent. That's what you always hope for, because it means they might be tired for when in their next game. And don't forget, they are playing the team who smashed Sunderland surprisingly 5-1. Charlton they're playing Rotherham who smashed Sunderland 5-1 at the weekend.
Sweden.
And Ipswich are playing Wickham.
It's been a rattling good effort from Malmo, though, considering what they're up against. And
Akinfenwa! The legend that is Akinfenwa.
Certainly has him, and it took a class goal actually to make the difference at this moment in time. But they're not out of it.
Rakib here.
And then you got Concord Rangers versus Dartford tonight.
There and let go. Not really a threat to
Have you got any bets on tonight?
Down with a knock as well.
Yeah, Nanazi is
Which ones?
really upset he didn't slide him in. He made a really good run. Can't see him in the picture at the moment, but all his...
No, it means I can then put them on to pop up on my phone. Is it Dartford? Because you asked me about that yesterday.
Thompson's saying that it could slide him in. He saw it.
Yeah, I'll put that on there because it also affects Havant with their league position because they can drop down a few places if Concord don't win. If Concord win, they'll drop down a few places. So we need Dartford to win that one. I wouldn't be surprised if you've gone for Cheltenham to beat Portsmouth. I wouldn't be surprised.
That is a cross made in heaven. That is perfect. The last defender
I wouldn't have been surprised.
It really is top quality. It's just saying, put me in the back of the net, please.
You'd be thinking, who you think? Oh, the other one would be something like Ipswich, because Ipswich are flying.
To use your old phrase, sunny side up.
Sunny side up, yeah.
It was too.
I'm not a jinx. I wasn't a jinx for you last night when you did those bets.
Keeps going to be okay to continue. There's Jon Thomason, who did score in the UEFA Cup final for Feyenoord when they won it back in...
Yeah, because they scored and I was happy because it's a good... So I was watching the game and there was a neutral, so I'm happy whoever scores.
as well. Not been an easy journey for all of the Chelsea fans, some who are actually based here in Sweden. They do have a sizable following, as do a lot of the Premier League clubs here.
Oh, you've been a shit house.
Chelsea will want a second, I think, for a bit of clear water.
Yeah, it is because I said Ipswich or Wickham, and you didn't even respond to that. Wow, a fixture which could go either way.
Quite an inch perfect for Loftus-Cheek.
Wouldn't be surprised if you went Sunderland or Sunderland versus Sheffield Wednesday.
We might see Pulisic before we're through here.
So you've not done anyone in week.
Yeah, would be a perfect game.
You've not. I bet you've not even done a single football league fixture.
He's been out for some time now, hasn't he?
I'm just wanting to make sure. That's why I said football league, so it means all the fixtures that are on today. To make sure that you have that. If you said yes, then I know it's one. It could be at least one. Oh, I know one. I know one. I know one in the I know one in the Champions League. Atalanta versus Man United.
Angle just got a bit too hard.
Oh, you absolute fish! You are absolutely.
It's a little spin and it's a tight one, but I'm
No. My thinking is I'm supposed to be thinking of this game and I'm doing this. But we're already winning, so I got nothing to be stressed about. Is it? I'm also going to say this, and you might think it's... Oh! Oh! Wow. Wow. If that went in, that would have been Chelsea's goal of the season. By any stretch of the imagination, that would have been Chelsea's goal of the season. What he did was amazing. Oh my God. I can... Whoever... One of our players basically did like a crossing, and then one of them decided, I'm going to go in at the side, do a side foot volley, but he backheeled it. And it just got cleared off the line, and then Rudiger nearly scored on the rebound.
Chelsea leading to 0 again. They have only let in 23 goals in 40.
I'm gonna do the same question I did for the Football League. Have you done any Champions League?
By West Bromwich Albion.
Because I like to make sure, because sometimes you might not have picked a single one in that. That's what I mean. That's the fault. You would have to have done Juventus or versus Zenit. because it. So pop onto my list for updates. Updates. Because I also want to put. Yeah, but I'm doing that because it also involves. It might decide where we be in the group at the end of this evening. So that's why I put it up as an update. Yep, Hakim Ziyech, the back heel. He's the back heel in midair. You absolute god. You should absolutely get a medal for that, because that is an achievement in itself to do that. I bet you that's the only Champions League game you've done. You've had to done Bayern Munich versus Benfica. No answer from that. Yeah, but you're telling me to get it, so that's what I'm doing, and I said one. Oh, I don't need cross on my pizza. What? Oh, yeah.
20 minutes to go.
I was just making sure because I thought, because sometimes you pick them on occasions. I wouldn't be surprised if you picked Dynamo Kiev versus Barcelona, the team who aren't seem to win a game. Because that potentially could be a big match. But I'm just saying it could be a potential shot that could be. And, ooh. Villarreal versus Young Boys. That's the only other one. It's either Villarreal Young Boys or Seville Lille. So it's gotta be either them. Because they're at 8 o'clock. I don't know if you picked Wolfsburg Salzburg. So either it's one of them two. And Noah, you got you have a thing for a certain keeper. You always get a little bit happy when you see this keeper's name for Seville. So I'm going to go Seville versus Lille. The reason is because you somehow you like their keep. Somehow you seem to say the keeper's quite good for Seville. Except yeah, people say he's a good keeper is because he won like the Europa League so many times with them, and he also did the best time I'd had to win the competition. Seville denied him with him doing it single-handedly. That's it. That's all Champions League. Is it two? Yeah, that's 2 Champions League. So that's done. Championship's only a few. Oh, League 2. There isn't actually any on today. Championship there is, and there's only a handful. I'm gonna back the boys. My uncle's team, Sheffield United versus Nottingham Forest. Trying to think of what interesting fixtures you would have picked. Coventry versus Swansea, because that sounds like a very interesting game.
Just a question of finding out who's coming off to make way for Barkley and Pulisic.
Oh, Barkley's coming on and Pulisic is coming on.
Ziyech is one, so he's made his mark with a goal.
Yeah. And they're going to let you know what's coming off. It is the one who's coming off for Pulisic is number. Whoa. Hakim Ziyech.
Still a feeling we're yet to see the absolute best.
Yeah, because it's going to be a winger, so it's either going to be Hakim Ziyech or it would have been Azpilicueta, because they're like wingers. Oh, and Hudson-Odoi has come off for Barkley. So it means now these two are partnering in. They're playing behind Kai Havertz. Barkley's playing behind the striker. Oh no. God. I don't trust the guy until, just because I don't have a lot of confidence in him until it at least has like a game when he gets like an assist or a goal. We might think he's back. At Southampton, but my dad went and said, you can't, a player can't be that good just for doing one thing in a game. They've got to be doing it over multiple games to prove to themselves that they're doing well. So he's got to do it in multiple games. So he's got to like try and prove himself. So if you want to do an assist, try and get it several assists. Yeah, but the only difference is Messi's good. Messi can make up for mistakes. Bartley can't, because Bartley is average at best. I'm going him average at the moment because he's not really done that much for us, but we'll wait and see. Yep. Oh, let's see what other games. Coventry versus Swansea. Fuck. Oh, please don't say you picked shitty ass Millwall versus Reading. Thank God for that. Because it's a team that no one likes. So it has to be Peterborough versus Huddersfield. Shit house of a... You've been the shittest house game ever. I hope it ends 0-0. Ah!
Is Barkley chipped up towards Pulisic, the two substitutes combining. Looked a bit offside.
Oh, so it has to be Luton versus Middlesbrough.
Maybe significantly, he stayed on.
Oh, you picked Bristol City versus Birmingham. What a shit house. But I won't say what score it will be because I don't want to jinx it.
All the time in stature as a flying young defender.
Yeah, in this Chelsea system, he comes onto the ball.
If you say no to that one, then you haven't picked the championship game then.
Pulisic did well. Alonso tried to make something of it.
So it has to be Birmingham versus Bristol City. I don't know because you... What a shit house. Not.
There we go. Big fight coming up on the weekend. BT Sport box.
Shit house. Shit. I've already said all the championship. I've already said all the I've already done all the championship fixtures. And you know, and you've literally said no to every single one, so you haven't picked the championship game. But you can't just say no to every single one because it means that you haven't picked one. Oh, fuck off! Fuck off if you're 11 shite. Yeah, the only one I knew is because you asked me about him, and the only one I knew was Dartford because you actually asked me about that one before picking it. Yeah, so basically, but the only other fixture... Yes! Yes! Havertz! Oh, you German git! I need to pick... I'm still on the championship because I need to pick one of them, but you said no to every blasted one, so... Yeah, you said no to... Yeah. You said one, you said none to all of them, except for one, because you didn't answer it, which was Bristol City versus Birmingham. And that rouses my suspicions that it could be because... No, you didn't. You said you didn't pick them. You did that to wind me up. You said you did it to wind me up.
Now he's just having to hit the target, and when you're in that position, you've got to dummy, or you've got to pretend you're going to smash it and dink it, or whatever.
If you tell me, it makes it so much easier that the goals can pop up for me, because it makes it interesting. Because I like looking at stuff, I like seeing scores pop up, 'cause it's good on the app.
Chelsea's
Oh.
very much the superior side, but with only one goal to show for it, which is a measure, really.
I'm just going to be the most shit as I was ever and just go for every single one in the championship, because I can't be arsed.
Minds and legs possibly now among the
Yeah.
Malmo ranks, and that would be
Yeah, but I'm just doing them all because it means it keeps. If I'm doing anything else, it means it can keep me eye on all scores anyway.
Pressure, but you're right. Mentally, they're just clocking off now, letting some runners go. Look, space is opening up.
I don't, because I might be on FIFA or something. If you get what I mean.
Hudson-Odoi did for the goal. Two players who combined.
Oh, I won't be. I was nearly contemplating doing another stream on Man United just so that I can ridicule him for another 2 hours. I'm really considering what he said? What he said?
The ball comes across here. Look, he's sliding across, trying to take the pace out of the little.
Yeah, that's not a foul. He was falling over the gate. And also, Sheffield Wednesday, you better beat Sunderland or my cousin will be absolutely crucifying you. No, that's fair. Because the soccer score thing, it's Saturday.
Almost winning the Champions League for them. Such is their record in group stage games. They've been heavily beaten in all matches so far in this group. Not so much tonight.
I think he's his own player there. Gets a whack into Mount, but I think it's for Malic, who's caught him, his own player.
Yeah, he's feeling that one all right. And think about possibly making a substitution here for Joinga Berget. Yeah, he took a real whack around the face, didn't he? Better tonight though from his.
Yeah, they've shown a lot of spirit, they really have. They haven't had that many opportunities at goal, but
There we go, I've done that.
Chelsea are a class above, but the deficit's only one goal. You only need a second to put the ball in the back of the net. There might be another chance.
So 9 minutes to go. Chelsea versus Malmo. 1-0 at the moment.
We knew it would be noisy. I wouldn't say intimidating, but it's great support for their team, particularly when they're behind. And well,
So let's now go. While I'm doing this, I'll still be on stream, just setting up another one to do for straight after.
Really has helped make the occasion. It really has. Don't forget other action coming up in the Champions League later on. Manchester United.
That I will be supporting. I'll be supporting that. Ooh. Okay, I could do that again. The Jan Winger football score show, but the only thing is it says 3 PM. That doesn't help. So shit house, that is out of the question. Do you mean Shittyard, where they literally don't fill up their ground every week? Come on, Chelsea, wow, 21 shots Chelsea have had in the whole game, 10 on target, so we nearly had half of our shots on target. That is impressive. That is impressive.
When he played further forward for Fulham on the loan, he didn't score enough goals. Let's be honest. If you're playing in that position, you've got to be a goal scorer as well as a creator. But in this deeper role, he can do both.
So I need to get up there. Let's do that one. If it bloody hurries up. Maybe we. Come on, Chelsea, let's get another goal. One goal's not good enough.
European hat-trick to his name in the past against Bate Borisov.
I'm still doing this one. I'm getting ready to set up the other one. It's just I'm just having a bit of issues.
I think he only scored once in the Premier League last season for Fulham.
Why? I'm not doing games tomorrow. I'm having a break.
Something late on. Malmo just dreaming of conjuring up one late chance. Christensen here for Chelsea. Let's go in a long range of it. Brusen on the way through. Larson just kept it in play. You might remember Christensen scoring an absolute cracker at the Euros for Denmark against Russia.
Well, he finds himself in this system as the outside centre back coming through into them positions, and it's something, you know, that's where teams can't cover Chelsea's positions and they become spared. Just in this position now. And if you've got somebody in there that can use the ball or take it even in there and get shots off, even better for you.
Messenger.
Rudiger is now closing in on 50 caps for Germany. An uncertain touch really for Martin Olsen, who had more time, I think, than he realised there. Something for Kai Havertz off the outside of the boot. Quite bright since he came on, Barkley.
Yes, he has, yeah. But, it's one of those nights where Chelsea had so much ball, time to pop it around. It's enjoyable. That's right down Barkley Street.
Messi.
Cholak, where the flag does go up to kill all the wild excitement of the crowd here.
Just went a tad early. You just see here they hold their line. Christensen just holds his line, gets himself level with Thiago Silva and allows centre forward to go in there. Good defensive play.
Rudiger, great ball that. Towards Havertz. He showed Nielsen a bit too much of it. Muscle out of it by Innocent. And then Bernardovic is caught.
You just see Rudiger, he's not interested in the ball, he just takes the man out and he gets away with the booking there. He knows what he's doing there. Mancevic just tries to play it round him and get on the other side, but Rudiger having none of it.
Very lucky to get away with a booking. Now then, Malmo with the clock now. Kicking round to the last minute of the 90. Got a lot of players forward, as you'd expect in this situation. Thiago Silva got there with an important header.